Hello, well, it's 10 o'clock. Welcome to the weather update on August 10th. And yes, we actually got some thunderstorms, and I got hit pretty hard by one on the South Shore this evening. I'll have a video for you later of it, but you can see them all popping up. They moved in from New Jersey, and they kind of just held together. They absolutely held together. And we're going to look at this radar, and you'll get to see what we're talking about here. So, and we have another area of rain here. If we play this through, it's not going to go back early enough for me to show you what. We'll have to look at the rewind the radar on Ventus Sky, which is what we're going to do now because this doesn't go back far enough. But right around 7 o'clock, we had this line over New Jersey. You can see it right there. And we had this pretty strong line that actually came in from Pennsylvania and hit New Jersey and held together. And you could see it looked like it was going to weaken a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's weakening. I was looking at the radar, but then around 8 o'clock, it actually, there was a piece of it, this piece right here, that went over the South Shore where I was, and actually it was pretty intense, pretty heavy rain, some lightning there, some loud thunder, and some really threatening looking skies. I mean, it got really dark. And then after that, we just got kind of left with this light area of blob of rain that we're dealing with right now. But pretty impressive. I don't know if there were any storm damage reports from these storms or not. There were some warnings out, mostly marine warnings, but still very interesting, to say the least. Was not expecting that at all. So, anyway, this is what we got going on in our area right now. Excessive heat warning for the city and New Jersey, and a heat advisory for much of Long Island, except for southeastern Suffolk. So we'll get the heat advisory first. This is for Long Island, and let's read the one for Long Island. So, there's a heat advisory in effect from 11 to 8 Wednesday and Thursday. Hot temperatures and high humidity. All right. So best thing to do, just avoid being outside. Unless you're right on the South Shore, maybe there'll be a breeze there. However, if you're in Jersey, it's going to be in the city, it's going to be even worse because there's an excessive heat warning. And let's see this. So we have an excessive heat warning in effect, and I can't remember the last time this happened, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday. And this is for New Jersey and New York City. Hot conditions with heat index values up to 107. All right, and this is much of New Jersey. This is going to include Ocean County, the city, Westchester, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the northern part of Nassau may get added into this eventually, depending on how strong that sea breeze is going to be tomorrow. So let's take a look and see what we got going on outside right now. We'll start with the weather and hazards map, and you'll see it's humid. Temperatures are in the mid-70s. Wasn't all that hot today, but it was just very humid. I think there was a lot more heat in Jersey. We're going to go looking at those highs in a moment right now. So let's first go to the precipitation first, though. We're going to look at that, see how much rain we got tonight. So we'll start this at 6 a.m. So let's see how much rain we got here in some of these areas. Wow, see where this cell hit? 1.15 over there. It didn't really port for a while there in Rockville Centre. Otherwise, everybody else is reporting about a half an inch. Let's see, the city got 0.78 at the park. Let's see, New Jersey here. I see some anywhere between a half an inch to an inch of rain. Staten Island had an inch too. So yeah, quite a bit of precipitation there. I'll have to also, at the end of this weather update, I'll have to look and see if there's any power outages. Not too many on Long Island, but there could have been some in New Jersey. So let's now look at the high temperatures today, and we'll get a chance to see. We were mainly in the 80s here on Long Island. Low 80s, like I said, not that hot. Low 80s, plenty of clouds, and that south to southeast wind kept the temperatures down, but it was very humid with those dew points around 70 degrees. See the high at Islip, 81, Farmingdale, 81. As we make our way to the city, though, it's even worse here. Our high was 85 at LaGuardia, 81 at JFK, 83 at Central Park, and I'm sure in Jersey it was even worse. Let's see what they had there, because I'm sure was closer to 90 there. I seen 87 at Newark. Let's see if we can pan this down, see how Toms River did, because we all know how hot it is in Toms River. 89 at Lakehurst and 88 at Toms River. So not quite 90, but I think they'll get to 90 tomorrow. Some areas a little further in got closer to Philadelphia, like Mount Holly, were around 90 degrees. So it could be 90 degrees there. All right, I'm going to go to this now, and we are going to look at our precipitation numbers on this too, because this will give me some more numbers. So you'll see here, yeah, Rockville Centre, I see some 1-inch amounts around here, and that wouldn't surprise you because it poured for a good 20 minutes to a half an hour. Pretty heavy rain. So yeah, this part of Nassau here, this southwestern part of Nassau parts got a lot of rain. If we go up toward Mineola, though, we didn't really get that much. So the storm seemed to be more on the South Shore. But then it kind of fizzled as it got further east. So namely Rockville Centre, Lynbrook, Valley Stream, maybe parts of Baldwin and Hempstead, North Lynbrook, got the heavier rain. Let's go and look at some observations now. We'll see, look how it was across our area today. We'll start with Carl Place. And you'll see here the temperature's generally in the low 80s. Very humid, though. Very humid. But with that southeast wind, it really didn't get all that warm for us. We can go further out east to North Patchogue, where probably even less over there. I'm sure right on the South Shore, probably even cooler. Let's see. 74 there. And let's see now. They barely got any rain at all out there. It fizzled by the time it got to Suffolk County. Let's see what they had over there. So, yeah, a little cooler there, close to 80 degrees, humid. But again, with that south flow, it really kept the temperatures down quite a bit. So again, if you were right on the water, you'd probably be cooler. Like if you were right on the South Shore, like here in Blue Point, for instance, all right, or Patchogue. Right on the water, it probably was cooler. Yeah, only in the 70s. Right on the water, only in the 70s. You might have had some fog, too, around right on the water, so better. But then again, if you go to the other areas, like the west of Toms River, to the hot spot, Holiday City, let's see what they got up to. Yeah, loading. See, 77. So, wow, they got up to 90. So, yeah, a lot hotter in Jersey. A lot hotter. I'm not buying that dew point of 80, though. I don't think that's right. But very hot. Very hot. Again, without that sea breeze, that's what you're going to be dealing with. Those kind of conditions. And it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough out there. So, we got a number of things we got to talk about now that we got these storms out of the way. And today's weather. We're going to go to this now. Potential Tropical Cyclone 6. So this is getting ready to form, and it looks like it's going to have trouble because it's going to be interacting with these islands. It's a very small system, but you can clearly see that there is a circulation here. And we're going to look at the latest from the Hurricane Center on this storm here. This is 6. Maximum sustained winds 40 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 1,009 millibars. Located at 17.6 north or 66.1 west, moving west at 17 miles an hour, and it's got a 90% chance. This is going to be getting a name real shortly, but it's going to be interacting with Hispaniola and some of these islands over here, and that is going to probably keep it from getting too strong. It may not become a hurricane, but it may become a hurricane. You know, you have to, you got to expect the unexpected this year. You know, we've seen this before where we didn't expect things to blow up, and they did blow up. So that is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on as well. Storm Prediction Center. We had that marginal risk in the Mid-Atlantic today. You can see. We can look at tomorrow as well. And tomorrow they have marginal risk over extreme western New Jersey and a slight risk in the lakes. And if we go to the 4 to 8, where's day 3? There's day 3. Day 3, there's a marginal risk close to us. So we're going to have to look this is more toward Friday as we're getting, so when that front gets closer. So we got a lot going on. Let's go to the models and let's see what's going to be happening here, because you're going to have this ridge building, so that means things are going to start heating up. But because we have unstable air, there's still the chance that there is a shower or thunderstorm that could pop up at any time. And again, some of them could be on the strong side, maybe even severe. So you see this front here. It's just a slow push to get this front through, and you can see the front kind of gets hung up to the south. Hopefully we're going to have some of this dry air build in. This might be number 6 right here. In fact, let me go to the tropical tidbits again, and I should have not clicked away because I want to see the spaghetti models of it. So this is the Hurricane Center track. You can see it keeps it a storm pretty much, but this could impact parts of Florida and the West Coast. All right, I know we have plenty of time to think about it. Let's look at these models here, and you can see again, these are the spaghetti models. So this just gives you an idea of where this thing might go. But anyway, let's get back to the models here, and let's get back to our area. And we'll look at the HRRR, and we'll see what's in store for us tomorrow. After we're done with these storms. And again, we have the chance of showers and thunderstorms through the night. And then tomorrow, there's another area that forms over New Jersey. HRRR, a little less optimistic about this one making it through, but we'll have to see. We got surprised today. And then Thursday, we could see a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then that goes out to Friday. But the main story is going to be the heat and the humidity. As we head into tomorrow, this is what it's going to look like on the HRRR, and you can see you're going to be dealing with 90s. The city, probably 90 or better, and Jersey in the mid-90s. Long Island still in the 80s with that sea breeze, but guess what happens Thursday? Say goodbye to the sea breeze because it's going to be more of a southwesterly wind, and that's probably going to get most of Long Island except for the South Shore and the East End above the 90-degree mark, and well into the 90s in Jersey. And this is also going to be coupled with poor air quality. We have to talk about the smoke, and it's also going to be coupled with the dew points being high. So with these dew points well into the 70s, it's going to feel really humid out there too. So it's going to make it feel even worse. And those dew points stay up there right through Thursday on this HRRR model. And if we have to go to the GFS to see this front that would approach us Friday, look at Friday. Look what happens. The winds go even more westerly. So Friday could be even hotter. And this front, it kind of just barely makes it through. It should bring some relief, at least the temperatures. It just barely makes it through for like a few days. Here's Monday. And maybe we'll get some relief. It'll last for a little longer. It looks like it's trying to form some kind of low-pressure system over here and then wedge it in, that's over a week away. So I'm not even going to speculate that far ahead right now. Let's look at the temperatures here on the GFS as we head into tomorrow, and you'll see there it is, bright 90s. I think you'll be well in the 90s in Jersey. And then Thursday is when the rest of us are going to heat up with those westerly winds. GFS seems to think we're going to see more heat than the HRRR, and I think Thursday is going to be the most brutal day. We'll definitely probably see mid-90s and most of Long Island except for the South Shore. It's going to be absolutely brutal. And then we get it again Friday, even worse, well into the 90s. Maybe somebody's going to see 100 degrees, maybe on Long Island for all we know for Friday. So we have an absolute pair of absolutely brutal days after tomorrow. And then Saturday we cool off. We have 80s into the picture. All right, so it's just going to be absolutely a steam bath. Let's go to the cloud cover here, and we're going to see less cloud cover tomorrow, more sunshine, but it's probably be hazy sunshine. Thursday, maybe cirrus cloud cover, and again, there could be thunderstorms popping up. Here's Friday, Saturday, and then if we can push this front far south enough, maybe we can clear it out Sunday. But we may be dealing with that stall front there. But that's a ways away right now. We'll look at the NAM as far as the sky cover goes as well for Wednesday, and I'll also look at some other parameters. So this is the NAM, and you will see again you have that. It's just going to be like hazy sunshine and some clouds, especially along the shore, some fog clouds. Same thing for Thursday. Let's go look at the precipitation here on this HRRR and see what kind of I'm at this GF. NAM. I am sorry. There's too much going on. Let's look at the NAM here, and you'll see that it doesn't really seem to generate a whole bunch of stuff here. You can see here's that front, though. So this front, when it rams into this air mass, could make for some interesting weather. I'll have to see, because that kind of air mass is going to be ripe, and if there's no sea breeze, there's nothing. You saw what the sea breeze did today. It barely weakened those storms. So if there's nothing, the storms are just going to explode. Let's go to the RGM here. I'll look at that for the sky cover as well. And here is, and yes, Samantha Algeria is off today. Yeah, she was off. We actually had a real meteorologist on News 12 today. That's right. We actually had Seth Darling doing the weather, which is great. Why can't Seth Darling be on every day? It's great to actually have a real... Unfortunately, News 12 is really ignoring the weather and talking about, the Cuomo thing, which I understand. But, probably shouldn't be ignoring the weather, because those storms were pretty bad. So you can see it tomorrow, just that it's not going to be a great-looking sky. I do not think so. You can see, though, that there's going to be ample solar heating, so that's what's going to get it hot. We're not going to have all those low clouds that we had today. Now let's go to the HRRR, smoke, loop, and let's do the vertically integrated smoke, because that's something we're going to have to start dealing with. I think that's going to start working into our area here. Yeah, we'll start seeing that smoke work into the area. The densest smoke doesn't seem to hit us, but there's definitely going to be some smoky haze in the air as you head over the next couple of days, I think. Yeah, that's what that indicates right there. So we'll still be dealing with that. And let's go to the Ventu sky now and look at tomorrow here. We're going to move this over to Wednesday. I also want to look at the MODIS satellite, too, so you can see. There's that upper level low there pulling away. You can already see the smoky haze that's going to make its way over us. You can see there. So that's still got these fires going all over the place. But anyway, let's get back to the Ventu sky here. Look at tomorrow here. Move this to tomorrow, and we move this to 2 o'clock. And this is the Ventu sky. And you'll see it still has a southerly flow. So there's still a sea breeze. I still think it's going to get pretty damn brutal in the middle of the island of the North Shore, South Shore, place to be. If it's not the place to be already, because you need to be safe and clean and not have problems, then it's also the place to be because it's cooler. Thursday, though, it's going to be a lot hotter with more of a westerly component, and you'll be in the 90s, except right on the South Shore. And it's going to be pretty hot. Here's Friday. So you can see, again, that's the heat, but I'm using this for the thunderstorm, the Cape levels. There's still some good Cape levels. So, again, there's still the chance, I think, that any storms that form could be strong or possibly severe. Here's Thursday. Thursday, it's for some reason, it gets pushed a little more to the west. But in this kind of air mass, the atmosphere is unstable to some extent. It needs a little help sometimes, whether it be from a sea breeze front or a little trough that's moving through the atmosphere. So, again, there's always the chance, like we saw today, that there could be some showers and thunderstorms, most likely later afternoon in the early evening hours. So just pay attention to the radar, because we could see definitely some more storms in the next couple of days, along with this brutal heat. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.